Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Sunday Snack Sale, a division of Bargains by Belle Auctions. Thank y'all ever so much for joining me today. Y'all make sure and say hi. There is never any pressure to buy anything. But if you want a fun chat, this chat is, I think, the best of the whole week because it seems like every auction chat, at some point, food comes up and people love to tell what they like, what they don't like, what they're eating, what they're planning to eat, what they're cooking. And this snack sale is the creme de la creme of food conversation. So even if you're not planning to buy anything, put your 2 cents in. Do a little food bragging. Now, y'all don't say anything gross. Don't put any products down. I realize that some things, especially vegetables and whatnot, are kind of a personal taste matter. But I just love the food conversation. It just makes me so happy. So I do want to let you know this is a limited time auction because at 5:15 we're going to be swapping over and doing a big raid for the coffee shop. And I'm excited to say that I'm going to be one of the guests on the coffee shop. Although coffee shop tonight is not going to be coffee, it is a fundraiser for Toys for Tots, and so I have a 15-minute slot where I'm going to be showing some toys that y'all might want to choose to send to the Toys for Tots. So I'm very excited to be a part of that fundraiser. And I've chosen toys very specifically, and I'm excited about that. So let me give you all of the legal info and then we'll go and say hello to people by name. So, if for some reason you've never bought anything from me before at any auction, go ahead and send me a registration email. My email's in the corner of the screen, and Melissa will put it on the screen as well. And send me a registration email and let me know your YouTube name, your legal name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your items and where to send that invoice for the items. After you have sent me the registration email, then you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be billed because you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. And all items are as is and where is. All sales are final. The only time you can retract is during an auction. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. PayPal is the way you can pay with your bank card, debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and a bunch more. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both USPS and UPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those rates are based on three criteria: the distance from your zip code to mine, the weight of the package, and the dimensions of the package. Well, since this is a limited time auction, let me scroll to the top and we'll start saying some hellos. You'll go ahead and click the thumbs up because that's a free and easy way you can support me. Also, click the share button and share this really unique auction out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, Instagram, all your Discords, including mine, TikTok, Twitter, and X. So if you have a friend that's been complaining that food prices are too high, that it is too expensive to get gas, to drive 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour to the store and then back, because you got to go back. So that 15 minutes is really 30, that 20 minutes is really 40, and that 30 minutes is really an hour. or that it just exhausts them to hunt around the aisles and stand in line to pay, then I'm glad to help y'all. Running my chat and also making the list is my moderator, Melissa McIntosh. Thank you ever so much for being here. Y'all show Melissa some love and appreciation. Next, I see Teresa. So glad to see you. We've been missing you. Although she did come in at the very end of the auction last week, but we love you being here. You have such great chat. Next, I see Lena, whose channel name is Thrifter of Primitive Vintage and more. And Lena keeps coming out with great videos. I am blessed to say that she did yet another opening of my items, and her last opening was a snack opening. So I was so excited, and some of the boxes they had kind of pre-snacked on because they were just too good to wait till after she had filmed the video. That just did my heart good. Let's see, we've got a message. Oh, until the 17th. Okay, well, thank you so much. As many years as you've been buying from me, I'm glad to extend you some credit. Lena, anytime somebody has bought from me from more than a year or so, and you know when you will be able to pay, I'm glad to extend you a little credit. In the future, just email me and we can work that out ahead of the auction. That way you don't have to dox yourself in front of everybody. Um, but if there's something you want to get for your shadow, since we're just talking about food, I always have more latitude when it comes to food. And you've been such a loyal buyer for so many years. Love and hugs, Lena. Okay, let's see who else we have. Nancy. Hello, hello, Nancy. So glad to see you. I hope you have a blessed week too. And I'm always blessed by your presence. Teresa, is it just me or did you change your icon? I think Teresa changed her icon. I'm always expecting it to be a tree. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but my screen is so small. Okay, next we have Janice. Hello, hello, Janice. So glad you are here. 720. Y'all say hi to Mr. Troy. Thank you so much for your little green heart. I am so glad you are here. Okay, I think I said hello to everybody. Although I see we have 15 people watching. Hopefully everybody click the thumbs up since that's a free and easy way that you can support my channel. All right, well, let's get started with this auction, and every auction is with a fun $1 round. So, because it's a snack auction, I thought y'all might not need something to eat your snacks on, or something to tidy your mouth when you're eating your snacks. So, I have these cute paper plates. These are the large size paper plates that are 9 inches, and the larger size napkins as well. Hi, Shelby. New puppy picture, and you took the tree out. Well, that makes sense. I think Joni learned the pronunciation of your name. That's Teresa. Teresa. Well, we're always growing and changing. We don't wear the same clothes every day. We don't necessarily wear the same hairstyle every day. Why are we limited to the same name or icon? That just totally makes sense to me. Yes, here's a little lesson from Melissa that if you use too many icons, you can be blocked by YouTube. And sometimes when foreign people come over, because there's a language barrier, they will use too many emojis. And if they repeat emojis, I give my mods carte blanche to go ahead and time them out or remove them just because, we only need one pink hand waving. But I know it must be terribly difficult for people who want to support from other countries and don't speak the language. Well, let's go ahead and get started. What do y'all say? I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll on and on and on. So we're going to get started with this $1 round with choice of napkins or plates. After that, we'll get to the actual snacks, and we also have some kitchen items. Since y'all have been enjoying those, I picked out just a couple few for today, but it's mostly snacks. And y'all can always suggest what you'd like to see sooner than later. I know not everybody can stay for hours at a time. So if you're afraid of missing chips or missing pretzels or missing spices or nuts or whatever it is, then just ask that I show those items while you happen to be in the chat. I am glad to accommodate. Teresa's in for one. We're looking for $1.10, pretty please. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it 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 up. Okay, any other interest? Now, you could use these for every day. You could save these for Thanksgiving, save these for Halloween. But I think they're so fun and festive, and I like that it's a matching sale. In my opinion, things just always look better in sales. Well, if there's no further interest, Melissa's going to go ahead and count this down. And then the hard part of deciding where to begin. Where should we begin? Fair warning. And y'all make sure to use the time symbol so that I know how many of each item you want during tonight's sale. And we are sold to Teresa. Melissa, I think you might have put an extra E in it, sweetheart. 2 plates and 2 napkins. Okay, let me grab those. All right, here's 2 plates and 2 napkins. Now, I have to warn y'all, I only have one set of plates left. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll get some later, or maybe if she has some left or whatever, the one you're looking at on the camera is my last plate. Okay, anybody else? Perfect for cookies, perfect for lunch, perfect for a nice big healthy salad. I use these for so much, even just to put some snacks on or a sandwich and chips. Okay, last call on these. I'm about to clear these off. Okay. Okay, let's see. What should we begin? Do you have more napkins? More of the ones that I sold, or you mean other options? Hi, Kitty. Oops, oops, let me get them back. Did you mean more than one of this package of napkins, or did you mean more options of different patterns of napkins? Melissa, help me out. And while we're waiting to find out the answer to my follow up to Miss Kitty, and I'm so glad you're here, Kitty. Y'all go ahead and click the thumbs up for me. Hopefully, we're getting close to 20 thumbs up by now. Melissa, did I miss the answer? Yes. Yes about these, or yes about other patterns? Just a quick side note, options too. Okay, I have more of these, and spoiler alert, at the top of the hour when we have our next $1 round, I will be having some other options. So, yes, the next $1 round, I'm going to show some other different options. But if you wanted some of these, Kitty, just let Melissa know the amount, or me too, and I will count them out and put them in the hamper. Because Melissa said she wanted these. So if you want these, just let me know. One package, multiple packages. I do have multiples left. While I'm waiting for Kitty, let me count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that one I'm showing makes 7. Yep, it's a spoiler alert. And in fact, if you read my community page, you've seen some other spoilers as well. Okay, these two go into Kitty. I'm sorry if I went too fast. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. All right, let's see. Where should we begin? Okay, I only have one of these, but this looks so good to me. It is called Hot Honey Ranch. And it's one of these big bottles that comes out of the bottom. $3. The date on this one is April 28th of 2026. So if you like ranch, but ranch is starting to get a little blah, starting to not have so much taste. This ranch has just a little bit of hot honey. So not just honey and not just hot, but a little heat, a little honey, and tons of delicious creamy ranch. I only have one of these. And if you're wondering, is it a condiment? Is it a dressing? Well, it is both a condiment and a dressing. I think that's still too close because this is such a big bottle. All right, Teresa's in for 3. Any other interest? I love these that sit this way because then it always drains out to the bottom. And it's nice and wide at the bottom too, so it doesn't get knocked over so easily in your fridge. I have to admit, with salad dressings, I will invert them, even though they're not supposed to be inverted, just for the drainage. Try to get the last out of the bottom, but they won't ever stay standing up. They just kind of keel over. All right, well, if there's no further interest, let's go ahead and count this down. It's a one and done. Okay, I will see if I can find some more and maybe another location of the same chain of store. But I think they're discontinued and sold out. But I will keep you in mind, Miss Kitty. Teresa's probably grateful that you didn't bid it up and fight her for it. That would have helped me in my bottom line, but you make more friends sometimes just by letting somebody have it. And Shelby says she's been using Italian dressing for her salad dressing. I usually use honey mustard because then it can be a salad dressing, it can be a dipping sauce, it can be everything. That's something else I like about this is it's both a condiment and a dressing. All right, we are sold, sold, sold to Teresa. All right, let's see what we have next. Okay, this is something I introduced a couple of weeks ago, and it was popular. Larry the Cable Guy, a super funny Southern guy, has started making a line of baking products. So this is his buttermilk biscuit mix. I also have his chicken batter. The chicken coating sold out so quickly, but I can get more of that. Um, it is super easy to make. You just add water. You know, as expensive as eggs are, those mixes where you have to have eggs, you have to have oil, and you have to have all this stuff, it just gets so expensive. Oh, Melissa likes French. Teresa likes honey mustard and buttermilk ranch. I love finding out about y'all's taste because that helps me to know other flavors to retail arbitrage. Okay, so this is a choice of Larry the Cable Guy buttermilk biscuit mix or chicken coating. And I always tell people you don't have to coat the chicken in the chicken coating. I've used it for fried green tomatoes, I've used it on onion rings. You can use that coating on anything you want to fry up or bake up. Kitty's in for three. Nancy likes ranch. Okay. Anybody want to bid this up? Bid it up, 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 bid it up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. All right, let's count this down and figure out who wants what and how many. I also want to remind everybody that Monday is a male holiday. So if y'all have something you were looking for, it may be delayed with the mail holiday, except for one package. Everything went out. I had one person who paid late and it had to be shipped UPS. Saturday morning, I got up early, drove to my UPS, and they closed Saturday, Sunday, and Monday so the employees could have 3 days off. So I have one package. But I know even though everybody else's is in transit, it's going to seem like it's taking so long. But if you look at your tracking numbers, you will see that it's already been scanned in and is on the way, probably at some regional facility. Oh, fried pickles, homemade fried pickles. Okay, Kitty's going to take two. Are you taking two of the buttermilk biscuits, or two of the chicken batter, or two of each? Now, I haven't tried the biscuits personally. I have tried the chicken batter personally. It is so good. Very well seasoned. Ooh, frog legs. That is really, really daring. Two of each. Okay. I once had duck legs at Emerald Lagasse's restaurant. Those were really good. They were like falling off the bone tender. Okay, anybody else want to cook up some mixes like Larry the Cable Guy? Or maybe you want to put your husband to work cooking up the mixes from Larry the Cable Guy, because you can say, look, he's a manly man and he likes to make biscuits. He likes to cook chicken. Don't you want to be like Larry? Of course, he may turn it around and say, here's Betty Crocker. Don't you want to be like Betty Crocker? So you never know. He may turn it around. Okay, Teresa's going to take one of each. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? And they always say, oh, you're not supposed to point at people. And yet, what is Larry doing? He's pointing and saying, you got to try it. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Next, anybody like barbecue? I have barbecue fried pork skins. Some people call these chicharrones. I know not everybody eats pork. Oh, alligator is yummy. I agree. I agree. The date on these is November 27th. So you've got months. So I don't know if everybody has tried these or not. Down south, we have tons of pork skins. We've got regular. We have salt and pepper, which I had last time. And if anybody wants more of the regular, just put in regular. If anybody wants a salt and pepper, salt and pepper. As a new flavor, I got the barbecue. So three flavors available. To me, the barbecue are my favorite because they have the most taste. If you're dipping them into something else, you might want the plain or you might want the salt and pepper. Okay, $3 for choice. So showing you the barbecue, the other two I've shown, and anything I've sold you before, well, not anything. Most things I've sold you before I can get, but I hate to just keep buying the same food you've seen. So my plan, just to keep costs low, is to buy a new one, but remind you of the pre-existing flavors that I can still get. I don't have a hot one to show you. If you'd like to order one, then I will get it and send it to you. So if you'd like the hot ones, just let me know and I will get the hot. Things that are a super specific taste, like the pickle chips and the pickle popcorn, for instance. I always tell people I can get it, but just in case I don't sell it and so that I don't have a house full of aging food, I tend to buy the most popular things and then just tell y'all that other stuff is available. So the hot is absolutely available. If you want a hot one, let me know. These are at my local grocery, so I can just run around the corner and grab it. Or if you need to physically see it, then I can buy it for next week and show you on camera. Just let me know. Okay, looking for $3 for choice here. Yes, I can do Pop Daddy pretzels next if you like. And I have a new flavor. I have a new flavor. I'm so excited. Now, I did have to get Melissa to look up what it means. And when I show it to you, you'll see why I needed like the English to English translation. Well, the European to English translation. European to American, all in English. I didn't say that right. All right, last call on these. These are so tasty. I thought y'all were going to be fighting over these. And I always think it's so funny that the brand is Turkey Creek, and yet these are pork skins. So it's not Pig Creek, it's not Pork Creek, and it's not made of turkey. Turkey Creek, but pork skins. All right, last call on these. Well, I may end up eating these as my snack this weekend. Okay, let's look at some Pop Daddy. And it's going to be $3 for choice. Okay, first flavor that you all know and love is the garlic parmesan. Remember, this is made with flavor so bold. It is lip smacking and finger licking. Another flavor y'all love is the smoked Gouda. Why have cheddar when you can have Gouda? For an exotic taste, I've got the Mexican street corn. For those of you who like a little sweetness, I've got cinnamon sugar. Okay, let me see if I can make room because we need room for the newbie. Okay, and for the first time ever making its debut on the Southern Belle NOLA Sunday Snack Hour, we have Dutch apple pie. Now, I had to ask Melissa what Dutch apple meant because I know that chocolate and German chocolate, not the same. German chocolate is the code words for we added coconut to chocolate. So, therefore, I wanted to check with Melissa if something is Dutch apple, what is it the Dutch secretly add? Because I wanted to be able to tell y'all. And she then called my attention to the packaging. She's like, "Do you see the cinnamon sticks on it? Mm-hmm. Do you see that it shows pie? Mm-hmm. Do you see how it has these little caramels back here? Mm-hmm." So the Dutch add all those tasty things to the apple. So it's going to be sweeter and more dessert like. So that's what's going on with the Dutch apple pie. But I had to make sure I researched it because I knew that anytime you have a European name in front of a regular food, that it was going to be different. And some of y'all like the European foods, whether it's the German chocolate or the Dutch apple. So I was so excited. I'm not sure if it's a seasonal flavor or a new flavor, but I was able to get a couple few. And if y'all happen to like it, I'll see if I can get a couple few more. Or if not, then we can let it go and just stick with the original flavors. Okay, y'all must like it because I see Kitty's at 310, Nancy's at 320. Kitty says it's a crumble top instead of a crust top. Okay. But I'm thinking those of y'all who like the cinnamon and sugar pretzels, the sweet with the salty, that this Dutch apple pie pretzels is going to be that way. It's going to be sweet with the salty. All right, so we've got Nancy at 320. Anybody want to go to 330? Bid it up, 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 bid it up. And once again, I love it when y'all ask for what you want, when you suggest what you'd like to see next, because I'm sitting here with mountains of food and some kitchen utensils. So I would love to show you things in the order that you want to see it so that y'all don't miss out. So I know not everybody can stay all afternoon. Kitty is at 350. Nancy's at $4. Love these power bids. Makes it worth me stopping to sing the song. Okay, Kitty is out. So we're going to count this down to Nancy and see which one she wants. I'm also suddenly realizing after going on Colleen's auction last night, my own auction, Colleen's auction the night before, I drank all my waters. While y'all were bidding, I should have run to the kitchen to get a water and come back. But I didn't know there was going to be so much bidding. All right, we're at fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Nancy. Everybody congratulate Nancy. Okay, 2 cinnamon sugar and 2 Dutch apple. Okay, and now we'll check with Kitty and see what Kitty would like. We can see by those choices, Nancy must have a sweet tooth. Okay, Kitty, what can we get for you and what quantity? I will keep that in mind for future auctions, Kitty. Thank you so much for telling me. It kind of takes a little bit of emotional separation to decide. So it's the kind of thing where, here and there I'll sell a couple of glass pieces or sell a couple of pieces of jewelry or a couple of purses. I can't just sell everything all the time. I kind of have to pick out just a few every now and then. Otherwise, I'm just in tears. It probably sounds silly, but sometimes there's just an emotional attachment to things. But I'm so glad to know that, even though we're at snack auction. Okay, kid is going to go for 2 apple. Let me grab 2 more apple. I might should have gotten more of the apple. Okay, here's 2 apple for Kitty. All right. Do we have anybody else in on that? Got a couple more apple and, of course, the regular flavors as well. Aw, thank you, Nancy. You're so sweet. Okay, last call. If there's no further interest, we'll leave the last few for those who are watching the replay. Well, my mommy would absolutely want you to use it. So while some are probably too good to use, my mommy's aren't. She would be delighted that you were going out on the town Because when she and Daddy would get dressed up and like go to someplace fancy in the French Quarter, she wanted those just little dainty purses. She didn't want her big shopping purse, where she had everything she needed. So you'll have to send me some pictures or something. I'd love to see your purse gallery. All right, last call on these. Let me clear these aside. Knowing that you have something set up like that makes me even more glad that it was you who bought them. Okay. Next, these potato chips were so popular last week. They're called Ridgies, and these are cheddar and sour cream. Dip them, scoop them, share them. So I brought them back again this week, but I decided to get a second flavor. This flavor is sour cream and onion, so $3 for choice of Ridgies. And I'll tell you personally, I love the ridges because to me, when a potato chip has ridges, that's more a place for the flavor to sit, for the seasoning to sit, because that's what's great about potato chips. It's not the actual potato. To me, the potato is just a way to eat the delicious seasonings. I might not should be admitting that. Nancy's in for three. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Hit it up, hit it up, hit it up, 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 hit it up, hit it up, hit it up, 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 hit it 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 up. Do they have monosodium glutamate? Let's see, where would I find that? Okay, do they have MSG? Would it be in the instructions? Oh, yep, I do see monosodium glutamate on this one. Check this one. Yep, monosodium glutamate right there. Yes, yes, yes. I will share the dates with y'all. I forgot to do that, I think, before. November 24th and December 1st. I can't believe Kitty wrote all that out rather than just MSG. That's so funny. But thank you, Kitty. That way I didn't possibly misunderstand. Okay, well, we have Nancy in for three. Let's go ahead and count it down and see which one are ones and what quantities. And y'all are teaching me plenty about labels because I never even thought to look at that. I've heard people talk about that regarding Chinese food, but I've never thought to look on these. So I love it when y'all teach me stuff. I'm so surprised we don't see CQ and Jocelyn here. Did we share this out on Discord, Melissa? Hey Shelby, why don't you post something on Discord and make sure you tag CQ and Jocelyn? and Kathy D and Jedit and tag all our Discord people. Are you still here, Shelby? Okay, well, I'm glad to check in on any product you're considering. So just let me know to check for MSG, and I'll always stop and do that. Okay, two of each for Miss Nancy. Okay, anybody else want to try these Richies? They're by Wise. So the flavor choices are cheddar and sour cream or sour cream and onion. Well, it could just be that they, ran some errands after church or they accidentally took a nap. A lot of times I send out an email or a newsletter or a Discord reminder. Um, but one of the things y'all may not know about me is I am super loyal, and my friends are my friends until God calls me home. So even though I have my own channel, and my channel's about to be 3 years old, I still mod. And I got called in to mod this morning. Melissa and I were having a call on Discord, and I said, "Oh, my friend Shannon just went live. I gotta run. I gotta run." And so my friend Shannon has over 100,000 subscribers, and she only goes live once a month. So when she goes live, I jump when she says jump. So therefore, I kind of got behind in doing things and didn't send out all the notifications because I was modding for, I don't know, an hour or hour and a half. So, yes, Melissa's going to drop the Discord. Discord is great because you can voice call, you can video call, you can group voice call, group video call, you can private message, you can share a screen. So, some of y'all have said, "Hey, do you ever want to watch an auction together?" That's one of my favorite things to do. Or, "You ever want to watch YouTube together or watch TV together?" You can do that. You just push the share a screen and y'all can watch the same screen at the same time and talk back and forth. So it's so funny to hear the things that people think, but they don't type in the chat. That's one of my all time favorites. Okay. Um, well, I can respect that, Teresa. I've heard, lots of things like that about Facebook and Instagram. I haven't had any bad experiences. And also, by using Discord, I love it because I can talk to people. And those of y'all who know me know I don't have a cell phone, I have a landline. So I still have to pay long distance. So I talk to Melissa almost every day and some of the other of y'all as well. And I love that I can just push the call button and talk to y'all, and I don't have to pay long distance fees. Hi, Sissy. Everybody, welcome, Sissy. Okay, last call on these potato chips. And for those of y'all who aren't familiar with Discord, you can join as many channels as you want to, just like YouTube channels. And my Discord is much like my YouTube, where it is G rated and family friendly. And it has a sweet southern theme. Okay, last call on these. And I still have some remaining for those of you who are watching the replay. Shelby, did you post and tag our people? All right. Next, I had a request last week for some popcorn that was sweet because at the time I was showing some barbecue, I was showing some pickle, I had white cheddar, I had jalapeno cheddar, and somebody said, "But there's none that's sweet." So I went and found Boom Chicka Pop, and Boom Chicka Pop is sweet and salty kettle corn. It is $3 starting bid. It's only 70 calories per cup. And down here, you will see, I have no idea what the U means. If anybody knows what the U in the circle means, you'll let me know because I love to learn things. It is certified gluten free. It's 100% whole grain. It is non GMO. Oh, let me show you the date too. Don't want to forget the date. The date is January of 2026. And their motto is real simple ingredients, nothing fake. Okay, looking for $3. Boom chicka pop. I just love that name. I think it's so cute. And in addition to this, Boom Chicka Pop also makes a white cheddar. So anybody looking for something that's both sweet and salty? Oh, Melissa says this is so good. Well, I don't have a Facebook account, Teresa. From what I heard, you have to have a phone, you have to have pictures, and you have to be able to post. And I don't have any of those things. Discord, you can just use on your computer. You don't have to be able to take or post pictures. You can just type or push a button and call or video chat. So I always go with simple and easy. Plus, I was really blessed that a few months before I started my YouTube channel, as an early birthday gift, a really kind guy who became a wonderful friend to me designed my Discord for me. That's why it has the sweet Southern theme, and that's why it's all family friendly, is because it was professionally designed. Much like Haley was a great friend and professionally designed my intro, outro, super chat song, and my thumbnails. So I'm blessed that I have friends who can professionally design some stuff. King Craig, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And if any of y'all want to be a ballerina or ballerino, a queen ballerina, king ballerino, or diamond, you can join my membership just like Mr. Craig and Nancy and Melissa. That's why they get special icons and their names are in green. Okay, last call on this Boom Chicka Pop in sweet and salty kettle corn. Okay, well, while we're talking about sweet popcorn, I also have a southern treat called Fiddle Faddle. And I know it sounds like it's slang for cussing, but it's not. Now, I do occasionally stub my toe and say, oh, fiddle. Um, but I don't really say, oh, fiddle faddle. So this is a big box of butter, toffee, popcorn with peanuts. So for the low price of $3, who wants to enjoy the fun, sweet, salty snack? Fiddle faddle. Okay, come on. You want to sit up here nicely for me? So help me. Of course, I get the box that it doesn't sit completely flat. Yes, I did, Craig. I did. And you should have gotten a notification from Pirate Ship. However, and I told this anecdote earlier, I didn't tell that it was about you. I drove all the way to my UPS on Saturday morning, and my UPS is not only closed Monday for the holiday, but closed Saturday. They're always closed Sunday, and closed Monday too, so they could take a 3-day holiday. So your box is paid for, your shipping is paid for, your label is printed out, but it's sitting in my foyer because I had to bring it back. But I will drive it all the way there again on Tuesday. So I hope you'll understand with the postal holiday regulations. Okay, Craig is in for three. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else interested? Oh, Michael just had some fiddle faddle and he loves it. Okay, that's a great testimonial. Thank you so much. Butter toffee. Well, let's count this down so we can keep a moving. Justine, hello, hello. And if any of those of you who are just tuning in want anything from the first hour, y'all just pull back your little red line, take a look at what we've already shown, and you can let Melissa know what you'd like and what quantity. Okay, we are sold to Craig. How many of these would you like? And y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up for me. That's a free and easy way that you can support my channel. And I do also have memberships available on three different levels. Okay, Melissa, did we find out how many? Craig would like three boxes. Okay, anybody else? Great way to combine the taste of sweet and salty and nuts. Anyone else? Okay, thank you, thank you. Next, I have crispy coconut rolls. Now, these are dairy free and they're made with coconut milk. $3 starting bid. These have no artificial ingredients. These are even suitable for vegetarians. And they have roasted black sesame seeds. Hi, Laurie. So glad to see you. If you want anything for the first hour, just let Melissa know. She'll gladly add it on. Oh, and Michael says, "You are sweet, Craig, and so is Fiddle Faddle." I love that you guys are guy bonding. That's so nice. I don't have nearly enough guys in my chat, so I love that y'all are holding down the fort. Okay, and Laurie would like a Fiddle Faddle. Okay. Anybody for the crispy coconut rolls? And I just think that these are pretty. Whether you're putting these on a platter with cookies or for school lunches, I just think that these look pretty. Okay, I see Craig in at three, looking for 310 now. And I know some auctions are busy selling fancy stuff, electronics, and sterling silver. But to have a snack auction, I think this is fun. I think it saves y'all a trip to the store. Sometimes just helping people out is um, super fun. It doesn't always have to be the fanciest stuff. Thank you once again, Michael. I'm so glad that your mom loved them. Your mom is so pretty. Michael's got a great video that's an homage to his mom. Oh, Craig also says these are good. Okay, I love the reviews coming in. Y'all are so kind. Justine says that they are good. Wonderful. Well, we should get to counting these down then. So even if I'm just saving y'all a trip to the store, I'm glad to do that because with the price of gas, so shipping is going to be more affordable than um, gas, especially if you live a long way from the store. Let's go ahead and count this down. Absolutely. Gas shot up here. I was paying 3.55 for gas and now I am paying 3.89. Oh, she is beautiful, but I'm sure she's beautiful inside and out. Okay, we're sold to my Diamond King ballerino, Craig. How many would you like, Mr. Craig? Just one. Okay, anybody else? I'm surprised it is so low there when it shot up here. I figured it shot up every place all at the same time. Apparently the price hikes haven't made it to Teresa. Get gas quick before it goes up. Oh, apparently Michael's in California. I didn't realize that. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, next, we had some nuts earlier in the fiddle faddle. These are bags of nuts. This one is by Star Snacks. It is toffee covered peanuts. These are a plant based protein. They are sweet and crunchy. They are small batch crafted. That's the first option. Okay, sit up pretty for me now. The second option is going to be kettle cooked coconut cashews. So, two great nut items. Let's see if anybody's interested in the toffee peanuts or the coconut cashews. I believe Laurie has tried these toffee peanuts. She might be able to tell you about them. I'm not sure if Laurie's still in the chat. It's funny how in my chat, even though people are spread out from East Coast to West Coast, up north, we've got a couple of Michigan people. I'm in Louisiana. Laurie is about 30 minutes from me. How it seems like everybody has one or two people who just happen to be close to them in their state and they don't realize still here. Oh, okay. We will add some coconut rolls for you, Miss Laurie. All right, last call on these coated flavored nuts. Once again, it's a choice of toffee covered peanuts or coconut covered cashews. And Lori says, toffee peanuts are the bomb. That is high praise. And Craig is telling everybody he's in Pennsylvania. Okay, last call. All right, next I've got some Planters brand. In Planters, I have honey roasted, and I also have salted caramel peanuts. Now, peanuts are technically legumes rather than nuts. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Okay, Kitty's gonna take two of the toffee peanuts. Here's two going to Kitty. I still have a few of those left. Okay, let's see if anybody is interested in the planters for $3. So once again, the choices are honey roasted or salted caramel. Kitty's in for 3. Mr. Peanut wants to come visit y'all and bring these tasty peanuts with him. Oh, yay! Well, after the auction, no, scratch that. After the auction, I've got to do Zane's auction. But after Zane's auction, I will check Discord. I will give you the official Southern Belle welcome. I will friend you, and we'll be just talking all the time or messaging all the time. Thank you so much for connecting with me on Discord. And if anybody else wants to connect with me, my Discord um, link is always in the chat, and Melissa is glad to drop it anytime. Okay, we'll be here. We'll be here till 5:15. So we got another couple of hours. Okay, Kitty's in for 3. Let's go ahead and count this down. And for anybody else who wants to join Discord, which is completely free and family friendly, I will do moon pies next. I love when y'all make requests. I will do those next. Great suggestion. Okay, we are going once. Going twice. Fair warning. And isn't Melissa doing a wonderful job as always? Y'all show her some encouragement. And also click the thumbs up. That's a great way to support me so that YouTube will share out my sweet little snack sale. Okay, let's see which one or ones. And then I'll show you the 4 flavors of moon pies we have this week. And I am so glad y'all are all here. Yes, Melissa is the best. We want to be careful about that word, Laurie, because YouTube will sometimes read it as having a different meaning. And we have a new viewer, Elegant World, who's taking the time to watch my ads. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Kitty's going to go for 1 honey and 2 salted. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else want to try these sweet flavors by Planter on top of peanuts? Oh, warm greetings to you too, Elegant World. I know you didn't mean anything by it, Laurie. You just didn't know that one little phrase, and for some reason I didn't block it. I need to block that word. So it got through. Elegant World might be one of our world viewers. Elegant World, can you tell us in English what country you're in? All right, anybody else for these planters nuts? You know, if you're a nut lover, sometimes it's fun to try different brands and see which ones are your favorites. Last call on these planters nuts. All right, Teresa's going to take one of the honey roasted peanuts. Mr. Peanut is thrilled by that. I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the USA. Where are you, Elegant World? Okay, let me move these aside. I do have more for those watching the replay. Next, let's talk about moon pies because I think that's one of the first things I ever started selling because it's one of the first things I had just eating them as snacks during parades during the carnival season when they get thrown down to me from the floats. So tonight I have chocolate. Oh, Craig's gonna go for 1 honey. Okay, I got it. We've also got vanilla. Here is a blueberry. Oh, as usual, I am running out of room. Well, there's not room to put up the banana, but I also have banana. So the 4 choices, $3 starting bin, is chocolate, vanilla, blueberry, and banana. We can absolutely be friends. We're all friends here. Okay, so here is the choice of moon pies, 4 delicious flavors to choose from. Oh, Laurie is having a cup of coffee and blueberry moon pie right now. Well, if any of y'all enjoy Dunkin', let me know. I have some Dunkin' coffee. I'm also going to have some pumpkin spice coffee coming up. Sorry, we don't make everybody blue here. It's just for the people running the auction. If you'd like to be green, you're more than welcome to join the membership. I have 3 levels of membership available. Okay, did we count this down? Let's see where we. Okay, Craig's at 310. Bid it up, 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 bid it up. Oh, it's good, Craig. Sometimes we get to talking and having so much fun, we forget it's an auction. But it's good. And if not, Melissa will remind us of where we are with the bidding or who needs to bid up or are they out. Oh, so that's why we have mods to keep it running because sometimes I just get so busy talking. I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is my favorite auction of the week. Melissa, you'll take care of that advertising, right? But I'm so glad y'all are here. I see we have 20 watching. Hopefully, y'all click the thumbs up. Hopefully, we're past 20 and close to 30 by now. Okay, and I think I saw earlier that Craig wanted the chocolate, not the vanilla, the banana and the blueberry. Is that correct? It's so surprising because I think the vanilla is so good, but it's the hardest to get. So if you want to skip the vanilla, that is fine with me. Okay, let's see. I think Teresa was the backup bidder, trying to decide what to get for dinner tonight. Well, take your time and think about it while you're watching our auction. Thank you for the thumbs up, Elegant World. Okay, let's see. I think Teresa was our backup bidder. Teresa, did you want any of these? Ooh, Laurie's having lasagna. Now, Laurie, did you spend all day making the noodles and the sauce, or were you just smart and convenient and got like a Stouffer's or Sam's Choice or one of those frozen, ready to go lasagnas that you bake for like an hour and a half? Tell us the truth. When I was still taking care of my parents, I loved those big, heavy frozen lasagnas. They're like 50 ounces or so, super hard to lift, but they are so convenient and so tasty. Okay, Teresa's going to take 2 chocolate, 2 banana, and 2 blueberry. Okay, everybody's anti vanilla, but that's fun because vanilla are the hardest to get. So that's fun. Okay, anybody else? Oh, Janice has been here since the beginning of the program. Oh, Stouffer's. I think so too. I love those. That's one of the few things about cooking for one is I can't get lasagna anymore. Okay, last call on these moon pies. And if y'all have requests of other stuff you want to see sooner rather than later, then y'all let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking stuff and showing y'all. Okay, here's the next thing I have is who likes jams, jellies, marmalades? I found out from one of my viewers that said she could only get strawberry and grape. And I'm like, really? Only strawberry and grape? So I've been bringing this fabulous peach. To me, there is nothing better on toast than this fabulous peach fruit spread. So if y'all are stuck in the land of only strawberry and grape and you want a nice southern peach, I've got it for you. Kitty says, I make it and it takes all day, especially difficult to make that cardboard box with the stoppers on it. Making the cardboard box. That's a good one. And Jenna says she's been listening and cleaning. Okay. If there's something you're listening for, let us know, and I'll always gladly bring it sooner rather than later. I didn't care for the vanilla. Well, that's perfectly fine. You know, everybody has their favorites. Teresa's having a potato soup, and you made enough for an army. And Craig says, me. Wait, me what? Oh, Craig's also in for three. And I've sent a bunch of these out, and people just keep saying, oh, it tastes like the South. And even though I'm not in Georgia, we still get a lot of peach flavored stuff, even in Louisiana. And it is kind of the taste of the South. Just like when I went to Texas, I found something called apple butter jelly, and it changed my life. I went home to my parents saying, you'll never believe this cool Texas jelly flavor. They have apple butter jelly. So I think whatever is different than what you grew up with, it just always seems fun and fabulous and delicious. Okay, well, let's go ahead and count this down. Oh, Kitty's giving a great tip. She says, try the vanilla one with a little Nutella on it. Now, I think the vanilla one is great if you zap it in the microwave for about 4 seconds with chocolate ice cream or with a little drizzle of caramel syrup. And Kitty says she makes bacon jam every Christmas. I don't know what bacon jam is. I know what bacon oil is, but um, not bacon jam. Now that you're on Discord, Kitty, you can upload your crafts. You can upload your food, your pets, your selfies, all kinds of things because I've got pages and columns and entries for everything. There's Jocelyn. We've been wondering where you are. I'm so glad we found you. Well, you found us. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Jossie. Okay, did we ever count this down? I got to talking, Melissa. I'm sorry. Did we count this down and find out how many Craig wanted? Okay, somebody tell me. Y'all can also tell me what you'd like next. If you want some more chips, If you'd like to see some licorice, I got a request for some sweet jerky. If you'd like some gummies, if you'd like some other types of nuts, if you're ready to see some Dunkin', now let me know. Maybe you want some cookies. Craig, is the three the price or the three the quantity? Always make sure you use a times symbol so we know that if you're ordering three of a $3 item or if three was the price. So we don't ever want to accidentally mail you three when you only meant one. But this is a nice big bottle. Also, for those of y'all who are wondering, oh, I don't want glass, these are plastic. Can y'all see how I'm moving these? I'm probably accidentally denting it, trying to show you it's plastic. Well, it pops back out. Okay, I'll show the jerky next. Okay, did we find out if three was the quantity or the price? Okay, anybody else for this really delicious fruit spread? I also think this is delicious on rice cakes, by the way. Because, in my opinion, rice cakes don't have a lot of taste. You have to put some taste on them. The quantity. Okay, anybody else for the peach spread? Craig, don't forget to go to Colleen's. Uh, there were so many 4X that kept asking if you were there. I think he was looking for 5X. But tonight is the toy drive. But at the end of every month, there is another clothing sale. Well, Craig, maybe you need to join Discord because then you and Kitty can message about it. She can send you reminders and spoilers. Also, on my Discord, I have a whole place that says shame free YouTube promotions. So people can promote their own channel, they can promote their favorite channels, just as long as the channel is G rated and family friendly. And I think almost all the channels most of us go to are. All right, $3 starting bid for Bridgeford Smokehouse sausage sticks. Now, these are sweet because they have a sweet baby rays. So you can see in here, here's your sticks. So $3 starting bid. It was funny when I started looking for jerky, I saw just the long, boring sticks like truckers have. And then I saw these tiny little kernels that look like something you would treat your pet with. Or else I saw these big, like $10, $15 bags. And I'm like, well, I can't afford to sell that. I'd have to sell that for like 20 to 30. So I had the hardest time finding some that I could sell for my regular, $3 type of price, that was a quality brand, that was in a cute little package, that had some kind of sauce or flavor or spice to it. I'm trying to remember if this was requested by Karen or Alice. It was one of them, or it might have been Patty. We're missing so many people today. All right, anybody? $3 for a bag of the Bridgeford Smokehouse sausage sticks. And I do love that it's in individual sticks. And also, if you like the sweet baby Ray's sauce, yum, yum, yum. One of the best sauces I think out there. Also, the nutritional information is 6 grams of protein. It's also slow dried. Let me see if I can find the date. The date is September 20th, but of 2026. So you've got an entire year. An entire year. All right. Any other interest? Otherwise, Melissa's going to count this down and y'all let me know what you might like to see after this. Oh, that's great, Craig. I love when we're all in one place and then we can message and ask questions and talk and call and do group things, watch some auctions, make requests. Y'all can help me plan because I'm still trying to come up with ideas for my 3-year YouTube anniversary. It is on Monday, September 8th. So if y'all have any fun ideas to celebrate the anniversary, y'all Discord message those to me. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Kitty, how many of these would you like? Great, flavorful protein snack. Let's see how many Kitty wants. Then, if anybody else from the chat wants to get in after this, she's going to go for two. Okay. Anybody else? For the smokehouse sausage sticks. Yum, yum, yum with the sweet baby rays. Okay. Last call on these. Anybody else? Okay. Next, let me show a few more salty snacks. I only have one of these. This is gluten free. It's a cheesy queso flavored potato chip. Let me boost up my camera because these are big family bags. And the other thing I have is cheese puffs. Oh, these are from, where did it go? October 25th. And these have zero trans fats. So both, oh, and also, I forgot to say, these are baked. Baked. Okay, $3 starting bid for choice. And Nancy's going to take one of the sausage stick bags too, please. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, each of these are one and done. So when these are sold, they are sold. If you're thinking about these and you're afraid of missing out, then bid it up. And once again, these are the big family size bags. Here's my ruler. So these bags are so big, they are bigger than my ruler. So if you're looking for the best price for your dollars, it is these. Only have one of each. I think I forgot to show the date on this one. The date on this one is December 1st. So you got time on both of these. Hello, Maritza. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Melissa was bidding herself. At first, I thought, oh, she's just telling the price, but no, she is bidding. Well, anybody brave enough to bid against our moderator? Let's just go ahead and count these down. So I know everybody's probably scared to bid against the moderator, so we'll just count these down. Make it simple. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to eat. Just eat this now. I know I'm ridiculous. Okay, we are going once, going twice. I wonder which one Melissa's going to pick because they're both cheesy in a different way. One's a cheesy puff, one's a cheesy chip. Okay, sold to Melissa. So which one are ones? Okay, cheesy queso. Good, good, good. Anybody for the cheesy puffs? I'm so glad you're here, Maritza. I still have that cute sign that you bought last week. So anything you buy today, you can add to that cute fall sign that you have sitting in your van. All right, last call on these then. We will pass and these will be available in the replay. All right, next we've had a few coconut products and coconut continues to be so popular. $3 for choice. I've got caramel coconut tips. Yum, yum, yum. And hi, Angel. And I've got toasted coconut macaroons. So $3 for choice of these fabulous coconut snacks. Oh, I only have one kitty, but I'll be glad to sell you the one I have. And there's a slight chance I may be able to go back and get another. So I will look to see if the store I got those from restocked. If they restocked, then I'll get a second one to fulfill your order. So, Melissa, just put a little asterisk and I'll check the store to see if I can possibly get one more because they may have restocked by now. Okay, so let's see. Anybody like coconut? And Angel, I don't remember if I told you while you were broadcasting the other day, your hair looks so pretty in that headband. I just loved it. Um, I have really thin, fine hair, and so anytime a headband has those little kind of like teeth in it, it just helps it to stay. And your hair was looking so pretty the other day, sweetheart. You're always pretty, but you were extra pretty. Because pretty comes from the inside. My mother always said pretty is as pretty does. Okay, kitties in for three. Anybody want to bid this up? Bid it up, 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 bid it up. Now, I have to tell you, just seeing the word macaroons makes me think bakery. How long does it take you to get dressed, drive to the bakery, wait in the line, and then most of the time they have sold out of macaroons by the time you get there? So the very fact that you could have these shipped to you so you don't have to drive to the bakery and wait in line just to hear that they have sold out, that seems like a great convenience. That's where you and I are alike. Our hair colors may be a little different, our hair lengths may be a little different, but I am there with you with the fine hair. All right, we are going once. Now, normally I'd say, Craig, what is your best size? We're getting a little personal. But I saw in like three different chats where Craig says, do you have any men's 5X? Do you have any men's 5X? So we're not doxing anybody. He's publicly talked about that because he's looking for a certain size. And he never says if it's for him or a brother or a son or whomever. So we're never trying to embarrass anybody. But, when you talk about things because you're looking for things or whatever, there's no shame in that at all. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Congratulations, Kitty. Let's see which one or ones and what quantities. And I'm not sure if I showed y'all the date on these. I will while we're waiting for Kitty. The date on these is May of 2026. The date on this one is also May of 2026. They're probably made by the same company. They are made by the same company. Okay, she's going to go for two macaroons. All right, let me grab those. Here's two macaroons. Okay, anybody else? I've still got more macaroons and the coconut chips. Okay, we will pass on these. And they'll still be available during the replay. Okay, next I've got some Australian licorice. So I have the classic black, which is soft and delicious. I also have the red, which is strawberry. I want to let y'all know that these are $3 starting bid. They are Aussie made, meaning from Australia. They are palm oil free. They are plant based. There are no artificial flavors. There's no high fructose corn syrup. They are non GMO and they've been made since 1927. Short fry! You came just in time for my Australian snacks. I'm so glad to have you here. You mean there's more clothing sales besides just Colleen's? I didn't know that. How could y'all not tell me these? If you know more sales, Kitty, you need to get me booked on some more sales, pray please. I need to employ Kitty as my a personal auction booker. Oh. And I'm sure Kitty's like, wait, I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to, get all involved. Oh, I'm just teasing you, Kitty. Okay, anybody for Australian licorice in a choice of the original black or the strawberry? Oh, we are always so glad. If y'all don't know Shorty, y'all meet Shorty. We found out last night she's a mom of 8. And she watched me a lot last Christmas in July and autumn and August, and we found out she loves all things Halloween. Well, we found that out last year. We've been missing her, but we are so glad she is back to watching, and she gives great comments too. Y'all enjoy socializing with her in the chat. Aw, I do love you, kitty. Mwah, mwah, kiss on both cheeks. That's what we do down south. Well, I don't know if it's all down south or it's just New Orleans. We have a lot of European influence here, so I think that's why it's on both cheeks. Because I believe they also do that in New York and California and Europe. Okay, Kitty's in for three. And we've got 13 minutes till the top of the hour. And at the top of the hour, we're going to have another dollar round. And spoiler alert, well, I kind of spoiled it at the beginning. It's going to be some other patterns of napkins. So we'll do that at the top of the hour. So 13 minutes away. But that still gives us time to show a few more products. And I do also have a few home products if we have time. Otherwise, I'll just stick to food. Okay, let's count this down. And spoiler alert, I'm also going to have another Australian food later in the show. Oh, Angel has an update. She says we traded tomatoes for fresh eggs yesterday. Now, I'm dying to hear about that. Where did you do it? How did you do it? How did you set it up? How did you talk somebody into it? I would love to hear this. I may not have tomatoes, but I do have a few snacks y'all are kind of seeing around here that I could trade. So you tell me, you teach me, or teach us all. Or if it's too much to type, you can send an email. But I think probably some other people are interested too, because that just seems so smart and so strategic. Marketplace. Hmm. Like a flea market place? Tomato sandwiches. See, I'm more of a BLT person, but it's a lot of trouble to make. But my late parents were so good at making those BLTs. By the time I get through making the bacon, I'm usually tired and hungry, and I just don't make it to the L and the T. I end up just eating the B. Hmm, I know, I need more self discipline. Okay, did we find out how many of these Kitty wanted? Oh, it's for Facebook people. Okay, all right. Well, I'm YouTube and Discord. That's how I didn't know. I was like picturing a farmer's market and where, you had a basket of tomatoes and somebody had a carton of eggs and you were like, hey, I'll trade you my basket of tomatoes for a carton of eggs. I don't know if farmers markets work that way. I don't have a farmers market in my area. I have plenty of grocery stores, which is how I can retail arbitrage for y'all. But it's just so hot. I think everything would melt and roast and wilt. So I think it's probably a northern thing. All right. Did we find out which flavor and how many for Miss Kitty? Kitty. Oh, Kitty. Okay, she's going to go for two, I'm guessing, of the original black licorice rather than the strawberry licorice. Okay, anybody else? I don't know if Laurie's still here, but I'm about to show one of Laurie's favorites. Some of these might be favorites for y'all too. I've never bartered. I've always wondered if I could. Of course, I guess I'd have to find somebody who had something I wanted to barter for. Okay, next, this is one of Laurie's favorites, these fruit slices. And if you like a bunch of delicious tastes in one bag, here you go. I also got these spice drops, which are similar, but not just fruit flavors. They have a little bit of spice in them as well. So $3 for choice. If Laurie's still here, she might want to compare the spice drops with fruit slices. So they look kind of similar, but they taste different. They're also in different shapes as well. So $3 for choice. Well, I just remembered your last order because, packed it up last week that you had gotten the black. But the question remains, what if there were more than just red and black? I'm going to show after this another Australian brand that I found, and they make more flavors than just red and black. Oh, Kitty's got a great suggestion. And I'm guessing this is by her own trial and error. She says the spice drops are great in cookies. And I don't know if y'all have seen, these have some really pretty colors. This is one of the few brands that has the purple ones. I just think the purple ones are so pretty. I bet there are probably some cute Halloween foods that you could probably do with the purple ones. Teresa, I can get all orange. If you want all orange instead of the mixed fruit slices, then let me know and I can get the all orange. I just got the fruit slices because I thought it would appeal to more people. But if you want all orange, all you have to do is put all orange and I'll get that instead. Oh, cut up into little pieces. I was picturing it in the center, like you put a Hershey Kiss in the middle of a sugar cookie or a peanut butter cookie. Okay, after this, I think I have time for one more round of food before the top of the hour where we have some more dollar items. And as per the request, it's going to be some pretty napkins. Okay, congratulations to Teresa. Let's see which one are ones and what quantities. Okay, Teresa's going to get one of each. Do you mean one of each that I have shown, or did you also want one of the all orange? Just let Melissa know. Oh, and Kitty says you cut the spearmint spice drops into chocolate cookies also. And they're called stained glass cookies. Oh, that sounds so pretty. See, yet something else we need to see because we have a whole page for just um, food pics. So we've got home cooks, we have people who work in professional kitchens. We also have a YouTuber with an entire food channel on my Discord, which is fun to watch as well. What you have is fun. Okay. Anybody else for the fruit slices or the spice drops? All right, last call for these then. Okay. Well, next I found a new flavor called Wiley Wallaby. Um, these are real soft, real chewy, really delicious. So they do have the classic black. They do have the classic red, but they also have some unique flavors. They have watermelon. Okay, Kitty's going to take a fruit slice. They also have green apple. Move back the camera here. They have lemonade. And they have blueberry pomegranate. So I couldn't believe when I got a chance to get a case of these and I opened it up thinking it would just be black and red, and they had all these flavors. So I hope y'all are as delighted by all these flavors as I am. And I do also want to show you some of the fine print. They are vegan. They are fat free. There's no fructose corn syrup here. They're addictively delicious. I might not just show you that part. And they are, I have no idea what that symbol means. And the date on these is February 20th of 2026. Kitty's in for 3. While y'all are bidding it up, I'll show you the rest of the dates. This one is May of 2026, June of 2026, looking for 310. The watermelon one is May of 2026. Classic red is May 2026. And classic black is February 2026. All right, anybody for 310? How pretty would these look in a bowl if you just opened them all up? It would be like taste the rainbow. Or imagine a charcuterie tray where you dumped these out and it was like a rainbow where it was the black, the red, the pink, the purple, the yellow, the green. I've seen some beautiful fruit platters where they organize the fruit platter by the color of the fruit. You could have a beautiful licorice charcuterie where you had licorice in all these pretty colors. Okay, Kitty's in for 3. We're looking for 310. Okay, 2 more spice drops to the hamper. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll grab those. Okay, we're ready to count this down. And then we're at the top of the hour, so we'll do our dollar items next. Okay, let's see which flavor or flavors and quantities Miss Kitty chooses. And then after this, we'll go to our dollar round. Oh, my oldest daughter, Kitty says, my oldest daughter is very crafty and she makes a candy pizza, and she takes candy and makes it look like anything you would put on a pizza. She is an amazing artist. Wow, that really is creative. This bell is a gift from my dear friend Laurie Kutcher, and so we use it as a sale bell to celebrate sales. But you do have a sound on both your YouTube and your device. So if you need to turn it down, I'll understand, Angel. Okay, Kitty's going to go for one watermelon, pomegranate, lemonade, and apple. Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? See, so many things I'd like to see of Kitty's or Kitty's daughter. I can't wait till she gets to sharing pictures on Discord. Okay, last call. Anybody else want to try this Australian treat called Wiley Wallaby? And look, if you look at their pictures, they've got a little wallaby right here. Do you see the little wallaby? Such a cute little logo, the little wallaby. And it also says yum because, if the package doesn't say yum. No, I'm teasing. Okay, anybody else? All right, let me move these aside then. And we're going to get to our next $1 round. This is Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And everything's going to start out at just $1. Well, with this being the Labor Day holiday, of course, I'm going to show you some patriotic napkins. It's still autumn and August, so I have these with the pretty plaid on the bias, also some pretty pumpkins, and I love how they use the pumpkins as a vase for the sunflowers. Super pretty. These are all the large size napkins. Maybe you just need some plaid that are going to go with everything. Nancy's going to go for a pomegranate. Excellent. We will add that for you, Miss Nancy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next in children's napkins, I have a Paw Patrol, a Nemo and Dory, and for those of y'all who need the smaller size, I've got this cute hippo and platypus. Let me put this one in the center, so smaller. Okay, y'all sit up now. I don't want to have to get rough with y'all. Come on. Okay, there we go. So they're all the large size napkins except for this one in the center, which is the cocktail size. And just like that, kitty's in for one. Looking for $1.10 now. Uh, Angel says, sorry, I was looking to see if you got garbage pickup tomorrow. I came back and you weren't saying anything. I wasn't sure if it was me or what, but I hear you now. I'm sorry. It's sometimes hard without a co host because I'm trying to read the chat. I'm trying to move products around, trying to keep an eye on the time for when we're getting close to the hour. And I'm doing everything I can to hold my bladder and not be able to go potty. Because while Angel will take a break for lunch or breakfast or a snack or to go to the bathroom, because I'm all by myself, I can't do any of those things. I just have to painfully hold it or wait, whether I need water or whatever else. If I can tell there's going to be a long bidding, sometimes I can sneak away and sneak back, but most of the time I can't. I always feel like such a fraud if I try to sneak to the bathroom and sneak back while y'all are bidding. Lucinda, hello, hello. I'm so glad to see you. We've got $1. We're looking for $1.10. And if there's no further interest, we can count this down. I'm so glad to see you, Miss Lucinda. How are you doing? So, just to remind everybody, I'm always looking for a co host, whether it's a co host for a few minutes just for potty breaks, a co host for a day, a week, or longer. So, that's always the best way you can help me out is to say, drop the link. I'll co host just long enough for you to run the bathroom. We are going once. No, that doesn't happen in auction, shore fry. That doesn't happen. That would be wonderful, Lucinda. And plus, I've never heard your voice, so I have no idea whether you are Southern, whether you're Cajun, Creole, Hispanic, or whatnot. So, and I bet a bunch of people are interested in hearing what your voice sounds like because being in our area, there are so many different accents here. I'm clearly just boring Southern, not any of the exotic stuff. But I love the native voices. Y'all have probably heard Laurie. She is Southern too, but she has a little bit of Cajun in her sound and in her heritage. I just love different voices and accents. If I could get up and grab water, grab a potty, I would. But we've only got one more hour, so I'm going to tough it out. Oh, you're from Illinois? Why did I think you were from here? I so thought you were from here. For some reason, I thought you were like on the North Shore, the West Bank, or somewhere like that. I don't know why I thought that, but I like it either way. Sometimes that deep Cajun is hard to understand. Those people who talk about the boat with the more and the gourd going to the buffet. I just sometimes it's so hard to understand what they're saying. You do have a Great Lakes accent. You absolutely do. So does Lisa M. Adventure. Y'all absolutely do that area proud. Even though you're in Wisconsin, she's in Michigan, y'all totally have that sound. And I saw a new seller the other day. It's somebody in our chat, so I won't dox her, who also has that sound. Oh, you moved here 13 years ago. I thought you were the person who was either across the river or across the lake, which I know y'all don't know the difference in West Bank versus North Shore. North Shore is like an hour and a half across this major shore, and West Bank is like half an hour, 45 minutes. 300 miles southeast of Chicago. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm thinking maybe Angel or Teresa or who else is up there? Our chat went from 20 to 10, so we lost a couple few people way, way up on the North Shore. I had a feeling that you were one of those places people think is close, but is actually hours and hours away. Oh, is it? What type of accent do you have, Shorty? Oh, for those of y'all don't know, Short Fry asked to be called Shorty. I'm not making fun or doxing her. Last year, when she first started watching, we asked, well, do we call you Short? Do we call you Fry? And she told us that she was a lady. And last night, she said she was a mom of eight and asked us to call her Shorty. So I don't want y'all to think I'm putting her down. I'm absolutely not. Just like people who watch the Heifer channel and call them heifers, that's what they ask to be called. So I respect what people ask to be called. So I don't want y'all to ever think of putting anybody down. Okay, now y'all know where Angel is. Oh, you're Creole. I never would have guessed that. Would not have guessed that. Okay, fantastic. Kitty, did you ever pack? Do you think Kitty went to the potty? Do you think she lost internet? Oh, there's Kitty. Okay. Two pumpkin, one Dory, one hippo, one patriot. Okay, let me grab some more pumpkin. Okay, here's two of the pumpkin. Okay. And let's see. Dory, hippo, and patriotic. So Dory, hippo, and patriotic. All right, here's Dory. Here's hippo. And here's the patriot. Okay, anybody else? Welcome, Angie. I bet Angel is going to know what Quad City means. I may not, but I bet she will. I love the way y'all connect in my chat. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else for these napkins? We've got everyday napkins, kids' napkins, holiday napkins. Y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up. The hippo one is backyardigans. Okay, that's good to know because I don't know squat about cartoons. So thank you for helping me, Shelby. I appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the auction. Okay, let's see who likes Duncan. $6 for choice. My town is right on the mighty Mississippi, too. That's why they call it the River Parishes. So $6 for choice. Imagine the savings of making your own Dunkin' rather than driving through. So this first one is called Dunkin' Midnight. It's a dark roast, ground coffee. Should we send somebody? I don't know what to do about you getting me out of. Now, Jazzy, be nice to Mommy. Although I think Justine's also got a cat. I don't know if Kitty has a cat. If y'all have a cat, maybe your cats need to help Angel's cats. Then I have some flavored coffees. This one's called Candied Almond. It's also a dark roast. And the final flavor is Turtle Love, also a dark roast. So $6 for choice. And Shorty gives a wonderful testimonial that she thinks Dunkin' is better than Starbucks. I think anytime you can make coffee at home rather than driving through, you are probably saving a ton of money. Now, I have to admit, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I respect those of y'all who are. Oh, let me show you the dates while y'all are bidding. It's on the side. Okay, the date on this one is February 2026. The date on the candied almond is, it's got a glare. Well, come on, y'all. Also 2026. Well, it may not show you as clearly as I would like. I think you can see the 2026 there. There we go, March 2026. And the Dunkin' Midnight, and I believe this is my last Dunkin' Midnight. Also 2026. Okay, Kitty's in for 6. Anybody want to bid it up? Great to wake you up in the morning or for those late night auctions where you want to stay awake to see what I'm going to have. Y'all make sure and mark your calendars because while the post office may be taking off tomorrow, Labor Day, and while UPS may be taking off Labor Day, you know who isn't taking off Labor Day? Me. And in fact, I'm even going to have special offers. So, what I'm going to have tomorrow night is an entire night of Belle's bonus buys. So, every time you buy or super chat $5 or more, you will get a Bell's bonus buy, and you can choose from a $5 bonus buy opportunity or a $3 bonus buy opportunity, which is the deepest discounts. I don't. I only have these three flavors, and I only have one of the midnight left. I don't have any decaf. I'm so sorry. Now, if anybody would prefer to see K cups instead of ground coffee, y'all let me know. I do have some in K cups. And in K cups, I do have, if Angel will allow it, now that we're at Labor Day, pumpkin spice. Now, I know it upsets Angel to have autumn and August. And I respect her because for those of y'all who don't know, I'm getting ready to have my 3-year anniversary on YouTube. I always have my career to thank from Angel because she let me sell on her auction before any other auction. So y'all see the auctions I'm on now, but at that time, Angel had a group auction, and I started out as her moderator and then became a voice moderator and co-host for she and the other sellers. And then she said, "Hey Belle, do you want to sell a few things?" And that is how my selling started, all thanks to Miss Angel. Otherwise, I would have just been the voice behind the typing. Oh, Kitty says all my animals are rescues. I even adopted dogs when we were a doggy foster home. We weren't good about letting them go. It's 100 degrees today. My oh my. I'm in the upper 80s, but upper 80s is better than upper 90s. But some of these northerners keep saying, "Oh, I'm chilly. Oh, it's so cold." And every time they say that, I'm like, "Send some down here. Send some down here. Please, oh, please, send some down here." I don't think they realize what the heat and temperatures is still like down south. Okay. I got to talk. We are sold to Kitty. Okay, let's see if she's going for Turtle Love, Candied Almond, or Dunkin' Midnight. Or maybe she wants some of each to compare the taste. And y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up. Hopefully, I'm getting close to 30. I'd love to have 30 thumbs. Pretty please. 83 feels like 86. I'm probably pretty close to that. Shelby and I usually have pretty similar weather, even though we're in different states, just because we're on the same longitude. All right, let's see what Kitty picks. Oh, and Nancy's sharing, in case y'all didn't know where she is, she's in East Tennessee. Every time you say East Tennessee, I'm like, can you see Jane right in the corner of Georgia from your house? Because Jane's always like, I'm so close to the border. And I always picture it's Nancy close to the border. And I'm like, can y'all look out your windows and see each other? Okay, Kitty's going for one of each. So I'm sold out of this one. And here's a Turtle Love and a Candied Almond for you. Okay, anybody else? It's 91 in East Tennessee for Miss Nancy. Oh, Melissa's bragging. I think she's got the best temperature ever. She says It's 70. Doesn't 70 sound like the best temperature? Oh, Sissy says, somebody please come get the snake off my porch. Well, what color and size is it? Upload us a little picture on the Discord and we'll see. Depending on the color and the size, I might be willing to help you. And when I say meaning to help you, I mean by holding a long rake that's like, 6 feet from a person. And then carrying it to your, green residential dumpster and putting the lid on it. And then wheeling it out to the curb. Okay, you do that, Lucinda. I'd love that. My email's at the corner of the screen. And if you need to copy and paste it, Melissa will drop it again in the chat to make it even more easy for you. All right, last call on this Duncan. We still have Candy Dolman and Turtle Love. Doesn't this just sound like great flavors to go with a moon pie, a biscotti, one of those coconut cookies? Yum, yum, yum. Okay, this will still be available for those watching the replay. Oh, update for those watching the replay. I only have one Turtle Love left. That was my last Turtle Love. Okay, y'all let me know if anybody wants to see K-Cups. I realize not everybody has a K-Cup maker. Well, while waiting to see that, I'll show you some other items. I've got cheese crackers. These are classic cheddar cheese crackers. They are baked. So if you're trying to save on calories, here you go. Also, these are made with real cheese. I can also get the garlic cheese crackers if you're interested in those. I mailed the last one out, I think, to Kitty the other day, but I can go back and get more of those if anybody else is interested. Madison's out there taking pictures. Okay. Are you close to Nancy? I wonder if Nancy has the same snakes. So you can choose between this one or the garlic one. I just love these as snacks. And I always feel so much less guilty when I'm eating the baked. And Kitty shares that she lives in Santa Barbara County, California, and that it's next to Vandenberg, where the rockets go up. It usually gets over 70 because we get wind from the shore. But today it's coming in from the Hot Valley. I have to tell you, every time I read Santa Barbara, when I was in high school, there was this great show on the USA Network. I don't know if the USA Network even exists, but my parents had cable at that time, and it was called Psych. And it was these two guy buddies who pretended to have a detective show, to have a detective office, and where the super cute guy pretended that he was somehow psychic. But of course, there are no psychics. That's just all hooey. But he would pretend, but really he solved all of the crimes by just noticing things, by the powers of observation, and by asking really good questions. So it starred James Roday, and he was one of my first crushes when I was a kid. Now, he's since grown up and now looks like a lumberjack. But, actors change with the times. Okay, last call on these crackers. Any interest? Okay, we're going to pass on these. Next, how about something healthy? I've got this big bag of honey and almond granola. And it's a resealable package. I really like that. It makes it so convenient. It's farm to table and honey and almond. And you'll see this is whole grain. It is non GMO. It is gluten free. Also, it is made in the USA. Made in the USA. It was made in the USA. Okay, honey and almond granola. Any interest in the granola? Use it as a snack, use it as cereal, use it on top of yogurt. And not just plain granola, but honey and almonds. Such a great healthy snack. Yes, it would be good as cereal. I totally agree. Just $3. Okay, we're gonna pass. All right, the next item is going to be $4. I had to pay more for this. I only bought one because I didn't know if it was going to be popular or not. It is salted dark chocolate walnuts, made for snacking. So it is real ingredients. It's 1 gram of fiber. It is grams of omega. It's 3 grams of protein, but salted dark chocolate walnuts. I only have one, $4. Any interest in my palm? Okay, kitty's in for 4. Anybody want to bid it up? Any other interest? Otherwise, Melissa's going to count it down because I've only got one of these, so we don't need to spend too long. And then we'll do some candies. Teresa is still here, but Teresa might like this next one. Okay, we've got a bag of Red Hots. These are cinnamon flavored little candies. And the date on these is $3 starting bid. 2027, not 2025, not 2026, 2027. And then we also have Bit O Honey, $3 for choice. This is made with real honey and roasted almond bits. And this sweet little bear says, little nutty honey juice. And the date on this one is, oh, it's the day before my birthday. It is July 24th, 2026. Okay, let's see if anybody's interested in a little candy. Oh, and I have one more thing. I have a bag of ring pops. So I'm going to add those. So now you have 3 options. Looking for $3. You know what I think would be super funny as like a Halloween joke or prank? And I know so many Halloween jokes and pranks go wrong. But what if to that person who loves M&Ms, what if you swapped out the red M&Ms with the Red Hots? I mean, it's not going to hurt them or anything, but they're going to be a little surprised that the red one is a Red Hot rather than a red M&M. That might be just the smallest, slightest, most innocent, not so bad, a Halloween prank. Normally, I'm not in favor of pranks, but that one just seems funny to me. Okay, looking for $3 starting bid. Maybe Teresa isn't still here. Teresa kind of fancies herself as a little red hot. But But now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen her comment a little bit. Well, you might have to get some parents to watch this, and then you could pick out some snacks or some treats, Shelby. Okay, last call on these then. Oh, nobody eats handfuls at a time. You get one color, maybe 2. Okay, shame on me. Poop. All right, shame on me. Oh, I don't think my stomach could process handfuls at a time. I'm purposely trying to eat slower and smaller, but I still just love M&Ms. Okay, Kitty's in for 3. Oh, and shout out to Mr. Terry if Mr. Terry's watching with Kitty. And as usual, I look into the computer screen and wave like anybody can see me. Every time I say hello, I just accidentally wave. It's like this weird reflex. Oh, oh, your kids like the ring pops. Nice. Well, it's just such a convenient way to hold it. Okay, we're at fair warning. Okay, let's see which one are ones and how many for Miss Kitty. Aw, that's so sweet. She must have been thinking about Teresa like I was, realized she wasn't here. We will absolutely do that. That's so sweet. Gift alert, gift alert, gift alert. And I'll send her an email to let her know as well, since she's not here to see the love and generosity. Thank you so much, Kitty. Anybody else for these? Oh, she is here. Oh, well, that saves me the time of having to send the "You've been gifted." Oh, yay. Okay, anybody else? Every time I see something with flames, I think of Teresa. I've got flames, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control for the power you're supplying. It's electrifying. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to stop saying. Okay, we're going to move these aside. This one's going to Teresa from Kitty. All right, next I've got some gummies. $3 for choice. First one is mini neon worms. These are packaged in the USA from Snack Farm. Boy, if I had to have a farm, a snack farm sounds pretty good. These are good way until 2026. And look at the pretty neon colors. Love that. Now, those might be good for those stained glass windows you were talking about, stained glass window cookies. Next, look at these pretty cherries. These are by Haribo. I never knew the words to that commercial, but that little tune sticks in my head. And it says, kids and grown-ups love it so. Happy World of Haribo. All right. And also by Haribo, if y'all like watermelon like I do, and these also just look pretty. Look how pretty these look. So Haribo watermelon. These are your three choices. Oh, and you will see this is the share size. Okay, here's your three options. Oh, and I don't think I've shown any of the kitchen gadgets yet. Would y'all rather see kitchen gadgets or more food? Okay, kitties at three. Thank you, thank you. The neon worms are one and done. And the toy drive starts in 30 minutes. So we have 30 minutes left before we swap over for the toy drive. And I will be one of the people showing the toys. And the way it works is you only get to show three toys and you only have 15 minutes. And I'm trying to decide about, since it's not about the products, it's more about the people, since it's for charity. If instead of just throwing the products up in front of the camera, because nobody's going to care about the age or the color or what kind of batteries it takes, since it's all donations. If maybe I should just be on camera and just hold the products in front of my face like most of the other sellers do. I'm thinking about doing it that way because this is one of the few sales. It's not about the products, it's about the people. But I haven't decided yet. Do y'all have any preference? And Kitty says, I always wonder what kind of dirt they grow those worms in. I've seen they grow those worms in Oreo cookie crumble dirt. Because my mother used to make this fun cake with the gummy worms, and they were always crawling through Oreo cookie crumble dirt. Aw, that's so sweet, Kitty. But this is just about whether to show things in front of my face or just to turn on the camera. Oh, I forget about the delay. Y'all are just now hearing me talk about, or me think out loud about how to do the toy drive because it's only 15 minutes. It's only 3 items. Okay, I got to talking and I forgot to ring the bell and actually sell stuff. Okay, so we are sold to Kitty, and Kitty's going to take the cherries and the watermelon. Did you want just one of each, or did you need some multiples? Then we should just grow more. Okay. Okay. Anybody for the last package can't get more of these of the neon worms. Last call on these. Okay. Did y'all ever say whether y'all wanted just kitchen gadgets or more food? All right. Well, let's try some more peanuts. These are savory. You know, I've shown y'all some sweet ones. $3 per choice. I've got bacon ranch or buttermilk ranch peanuts. Peanuts are such a good source of protein. And Teresa says, I told you you need to be in the lives more. I'm here. I'm in the live. See, I'm here. I'm here. Well, maybe I'll reverse the camera then if that's what y'all think I should do. It's only 15 minutes. Can you imagine how surprised everybody who's not here and doesn't know I might do that is going to be? They're going to be like, it's not Moolywood. What are you doing with the camera? That's not what you do around here. Okay, Kitty says kitchen. All right, I'll show some kitchen items after this. So we got about 20 minutes left. Anybody for these flavored peanuts before we go to kitchen items? And I know where Michael went. He apparently went to release some videos because I keep getting notifications. Where you can be seen, Sally. Aw, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are so supportive. Okay, put the neon worms in the hamper. Okay. Here's the neon worms going in the hamper. Yes, ma'am. Okay, anybody for these flavored peanuts? Well, I feel bad that I've done 3 hours of food and I said I was going to do some snack and kitchen related stuff, and I always just get hung up on food. Maybe I should do the kitchen related stuff first and the snack second. All right, let me move these aside. These will be available to those watching the replay. All right, let me start showing you some of the kitchen stuff I have. Now, this first thing is called the cappuccino maker. Melissa, do not write cappuccino maker because it's wrongly labeled. This is what it is. In fact, I opened the box to check it because I thought when I ordered cappuccino makers, this is not what I ordered. You know what this is? This is a frother. I put some batteries and tried this because even though I'm not a coffee person, but I think it's great for coffee, I used it just to whip up some scrambled eggs. I also tried to make a milkshake with it because on the back, while it tries to get you used for a cappuccino, it also has some other frothy beverages. It has some ice creams. So I do want you to know that cappuccino maker it is not. It looks like the picture. It's a frother though. I'm going to start this at $4. So it's run by batteries and it zooms fast, 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 fast. Even just whipping milk or whipping cream, it's amazing. I'm totally going to use mine with hot chocolate this winter. That's for sure. I think there's more listings on this side, so I'm going to put this side towards the camera. Oh, thank you, Shorty. Okay, anybody for $4 for the frother? Really, I guess you could call it an aerator because once again, it doesn't have to froth things up. It just made when I used it on my eggs for an omelet, it just so much lighter and fluffier. But I bet if you were doing like meringue or meringue cookies or a whipped topping, my late mother probably would have wanted it on like a latte or cappuccino or something because she'd use the K cups type. Okay, any interest on this frother? Okay, we're gonna pass. Oh, that reminds me, I did never get to the K cups today. But if anybody's interested, I do have the coffee with the peppermint in it in the K cups. If we happen to get to that this week or maybe next week. Okay, next $4. I've got meat claws, and you're saying meat claws? That sounds scary. Is that for Halloween? No, it's for shredding chicken, shredding pork, pulled pork sandwiches. And you'll see you get a set of two, one for each hand. So it shreds and lifts meat and hot foods. Oh, you could toss salads with it, and it holds while slicing. There are six sharp prongs on each claw. It's BPA plastic and dishwasher safe. This might be a good gift if you have a guy that likes to cook or roast or smoke meats. Oh, and Teresa gives a wonderful testimonial. She says, I have a set of those. They are nice. They look really comfortable in the hand of the model on the package. Okay, we'll pass on these. Okay, next, here is something I use all the time in my kitchen. It is a jar opener. Jar opener. Oh, and Kitty says those also work good in the garden. This is going to be $5 starting bid. It has four settings. Now, the small one I use like to open olive oil, or I now have a sunflower oil. If y'all want to see that, let me know. I've got some over here. Oh, Melissa says my son is a butcher and loves those things. I had no idea your son was a butcher. I learned the funnest things about y'all. I use the large size for pickle jars. And I use one of the middle sizes. I think it's the second to smallest for like ocean spray juice. So it's amazing how they figured out the sizes of most commercial jars or bottles. And this fits just perfectly on it. Now, I know some of y'all say, oh, I have a husband, I have a man, I have an adult son, I don't need this. Well, the thing is, what happens when they're asleep? Or what happens when they're at work and it's just you by yourself? Sometimes it's good to have a backup, even if you have a human. Okay, any interest in this one? Oh, Melissa said these work amazing. I use mine multiple times every week. Some tools you'll use once a year, once a month. This I use multiple times a week. Okay, we're going to pass on two. Next, $2. I have something called cheesecloth. This cheesecloth measures 70 by 36. I only have one. So maybe you use it with onions, or maybe you use it with some herbs and make like a bouquet garni. Um, on the back, it tells you um, how to use it. Use it to strain your soups and sauces. Okay, here it talks about the bouquet garni and pate. Oh, nice. Yes, it is great for pickle jars. It's also great for like jars of pasta sauce too. $2 for the cheesecloth. Okay, kitties at two. Oh, and last week, I think I showed a couple of Halloween things. I might as well show a couple of Halloween kitchen items. I think it was Teresa who got the salt and pepper shakers, but I do have a couple of Halloween things. I'm sure Short Fry will be interested in seeing what I have. All right, well, let's just count this down then. Let me grab this couple of Halloween things. Oh, and Angel's boyfriend Fritz went live. She was probably just keeping herself interested while waiting for his live, but I love that she came over to my auction. Okay, cheesecloth sold. Here we go. $5 for this creeping it real. Now, I know it looks like there's a beverage in here. In between the double walls, it has this like creepy green matter. Let me see if I can open it this way. You can see it's clean on the inside. It's brand new. This is between the walls. It just looks like that. Okay. So it's got a green and black straw. It says creeping it real. Creeping it real. Oh, and it really is, in my opinion, creepy. But I know some of y'all like that. Some of y'all like that. And it's funny that it's only this little part, because then it implies that you drank this much of a green, creepy beverage. $5. $5. Now, I don't know why anybody would want it to look like their beverage is just down here and um, like they've drunk half of it and it's green and it's creepy, but I don't quite get this stuff. Those of y'all who know me know this is stuff that I usually get accidentally in a mixed liquidation box. Oh, thanks for helping, Teresa. Okay, any interest in this cup? And it really doesn't say Halloween because I guess you could creep in any time, really. Oh, some of this stuff makes me feel so uncomfortable. Okay, any interest? I tell you what, I almost never do price drops at these kind of auctions, just because there's so little profit margin in food. But I tell you what, if anybody's interested in this cup, it's towards the end of the auction, very few minutes left. Let's do a price drop down to 4. Anybody think this big, tall cup, the actual cup part goes up to 8, and the with straw, it goes up to 11 and a half. So this is a tall cup, a tall, big cup. Anybody want it for 4? Price drop it down to 4. I've only got one, and y'all know some of this kind of stuff makes me uncomfortable. So anybody for 4? Which kind of storage containers? Little, big, um, round, flat. Like these? Or were you looking for bigger or flatter? I have these. This is a 6 pack. I had some 2 packs that were the big 3 cup ones by McCormick. They're not sitting right here. Did you mean those? Okay, last call on this big cup. Let's see what Teresa says. Okay, meanwhile, I've got a spatula. Yes, like that. Okay, I'll put it up for auction next. All right, this spatula is going to start out at $3. I only have one. If you want to use it just as a spatula to flip your eggs, flip your pancakes, you can. But you can also push it down and make a impression. Or you can use it like on top of French toast and sprinkle powdered sugar to get an impression that way as well. Or use it as a mold for cookies. Oh, the McCormick instead. I don't have it here. I can sell it to you if you trust me to remember which one it is, or I can have it ready and can show you next Sunday. You just let me know. If you know what it is and I know what it is, I'm glad to just sell it to you. But if you need to see to make sure, then I can bring it to next Sunday's snack sale. You just let me know. I have 2 of the McCormick 2 packs. I do know just from memory, each of them holds 3 cups. Kitty said 3. Anybody want to bid it up? It's a one and done, and it's new with tag. It is kind of cute, isn't it? I always debate whether things are cute or creepy. Yes, I only have two, so that works out perfect. So the two McCormick two-piece sets. And those are $3 per two-piece set, Teresa. Just want to make sure you know the price of those so you're not surprised by the invoice. But if you'd like for me to put up the set of 6 in the round, let me know. I'm glad to do that as well. These hold 14.5 ounces. Really great for your snacks, your berry bowls, leftovers. Oh, a cute way to make paper bats. Okay, good, good, good. We will add that to your invoice, Teresa, and I will put those in your bin. You were so sweet to remember that I had those and to just let me do the sale without having to run get them and run back since I got so few minutes left. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Oh, no, these aren't the same price. I just dropped them. Okay. This is a 6 pack. So the 6 pack is going to be $5. But I'm just going to put it up for auction for anybody who might want it. This is more for individual meals or snacks or leftovers. So let me give you all the information here. These are freezer safe. They're microwave safe. They are top rack dishwasher safe. They hold 14.5 ounces. So, but really good for portion control. That's what I use mine for. So, if you want to make your own trail mix with them, I also use them for fruit and berries. Okay, Teresa's in for 5. Anybody want to bid it up? And these are such a pretty color too. I like them. If not, let's count it down. Got just a couple more items, and then we're swapping over to the coffee shop for Zane's toy sale. Okay, let's count it down. Okay, next, do y'all use scissors in your kitchen? And how do you keep those scissors from being used for other stuff? How do you keep them sharp where people aren't just using them on anything? I have these scissors and they are so sharp, they have a sheath on them. Look how amazingly sharp they are. Um, Let me open them this way. These are going to be $5. I only have 2 pairs of these, but these are specifically kitchen scissors. Oh, we're sold to Teresa. And I love when they have the sheath on them because then you know when you're grabbing around in your drawer, you're not accidentally going to slice yourself or poke yourself. I have done that in a knife drawer before, and I'm like, oh no, it's I didn't realize it was this sharp. I didn't mean to grab it at this angle. And Kitty says, pastel colored bats are my scary. Wait, where do you find pastel colored bats? I don't think I've ever seen a pastel colored bat. Where are you seeing pastel colored bats? Now, I only have two of these, but these are an amazing kitchen item. Okay, Kitty's in for 5. Anybody want to bid it up? Otherwise, we're going to count it down. And then I think I've got time to do maybe one more item. Then I've got to swap over my snacks for toys. So you'll have to let the heifers know I'm on my way, and also let them know we're doing a raid. And remember, I do have two. Doo 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 doo. No, it's not a shark. It's a sensor. Oh no. See, that's what I'm saying. The sheaths on stuff, it's like a necessary safety mechanism. Truly, truly. Well, if you like that, then you'll probably like this last item I have. They just went live. They're a minute early. Okay, one or both, Kitty? And while Kitty is deciding on that, let me show you the very last item for today, which is this knife. And it's got a gorgeous blue handle, but it's the same way. It has a sheath to it, and the sheath is the same color, so you can always tell it goes with this knife. And I'm going to also start this one at $5. Did Kitty ever say if she wanted one or both? Just one? Okay, I'll give you the one in the package. Anybody for the other one? Anybody for the blue knife? This one's still new in the package. Let me fold the package this way so you can see it a little bit better. But nice new knife, still in the package and with a sheath. Laurie, are you for the scissor or for the knife? And this will be our last item. After this, I got to get to go. Oh, it must have been for the scissor. Okay. Anybody for the brand new sharp knife with sheath? And I do have 3 of these. Because after all, you might want one for meat, want one for chicken, want one for vegetables. All right, let's go ahead and count this down since we got to get to going with our raid. This will be the very last item. Oh, Laurie says, I have a scissor like that and it cuts like a dream. I am so glad. Laurie is an excellent cook and loves great cooking items. Okay, we are sold to Kitty. Melissa, get the link ready. We're about to raid once we finish with the knives. Let's see how many Kitty wants. We've got 3 available. Y'all make sure when you raid to let them know that Southern Belle sent you. Congratulations to Kitty on winning this knife. Will it be 1, 2, or 3? 1. Okay, here's your 1. Anybody else for the other 1 or 2 left? Last call on these. I really think if it were up to me that all knives should come with a sheath, but that's just me. Okay, anybody else? Otherwise, I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll on and on and on. See you at Tracy's channel. Bye.